I'm delighted to be here with you today. Welcome to my channel. My name's Rainbow Abegg, and I actually wanted to be your channel. So I'm going to be really open to your comments and suggestions and also your questions so that I can provide content that will be helpful to you and help you to develop into the highest version of yourself. Today we're going to be talking about reaching and searching. So the ego always keeps you searching, but reaching is actually about attainment and growth. So stay tuned because I am going to teach you a process that will help you to distinguish and actually be able to stimulate some of your own internal growth today. I'm an advisor, a mentor, a teacher. I am a published author as well as a motivational speaker. I have been doing this for over 20 years. I have a background in social work. I'm also a master energy therapist, professional development coach, and consultant. So I have a lot of experience with my own unique gifts and skill set. So I would love to help you to be able to maximize your own life, your own experience, because I believe with conditioning that we've all received, we have very limited perspective, but we can expand that out and we can grow a stronger foundation as well as reach for those stars. Here's a simple intro question. Who am I? Who do I want to be? Is there a disconnect between the two? You can find this in your patterns. Are you struggling in relationships? Are you struggling in your relationship with food? Are you struggling in your career? Are you struggling just to make decisions? So what is it ultimately that's the internal resource that maybe you're missing? So the reaching is growth, it's aspirations, it drives us forward, it can be focus, and it'll ultimately feel good, where searching is I'm never enough, I don't know what I'm doing, I seem to make mistakes, there's a certain intolerance for yourself. Now what's going on up here? How busy is it and how productive? There are no grown-up problems. It's all little kid problems. And a lot of times we're stumbling through life. We stumble over our words, we stumble over our actions, we stumble to make decisions. And so being able to become centered with a different perspective. We're going to be talking about perception and where your patterns are locking you down, blocking you, self-sabotage. These are all topics that show that you're in that search mode, which is ultimately I'm never enough. Where reaching is maximizing your capacity, getting out of your own way, finding what are those core beliefs that are actually not serving you, and being able to grow and become this amazing person that I promise you are destined to become. So in life, sometimes we have to do second takes. You know, we don't always get it on the first try. So I teach from all different resources. It could be Greek mythology, stories from my life, things I've heard from other people, Bible stories. We have a wealth of ancient knowledge. So today I'm telling you a story from chapter 3 in Mark in the Bible. There was a blind man. When Christ came into this community, people had suggested that he talk to this man and give him a healing. Christ actually took him away from people. Maybe it's because his sensory perception was different. And he spit on his eyes. Now I'm thinking maybe it's because, I don't know, when a demigod has different DNA, maybe there's something to that, but also sensory. Then he had the man open his eyes and asked him, "What do you see?" And the man said, "Trees moving as men moving as trees." There was something within the focus that, in other words, wasn't accurate, but he was making progress. And so he laid his hands back on his eyes, right? There's an exchange, master healer to a person that's desire is open, their heart's ready. And then when he pulled his hands off, he asked him, "What do you see now?" And he saw clearly. So sometimes we have to do things a couple of times. And so going deep, doing the resolution work, doing the process I'm going to give you today, don't be afraid if you need to do more than 1 or 2 takes. So here's the process I want to teach you today. Now, a lot of the stuff I teach is simple, but it works. So when you discover something within yourself that feels like it's that shutdown energy, it might be discouraging, it could be some trigger from an outside source, because it's about the inside is going to reflect on the outside. So becoming very self-aware of yourself, that's going to be really key. You find that you're feeling something, And I want you to actually find it within your body. The body has a lot of memory code in it. So let's see, all of a sudden you have a discovery about something that's been holding you back. You notice it's in your throat. I want you just to simply touch your throat. You can close your eyes unless you're not comfortable with that. And I want you to breathe into it. You can actually talk to your body and ask, what is the message? What is it that you're trying to share with me? Do some journaling on it. At least listen to the conversation. You got conversations going on in your head all the time anyway. So this is you actually having a purposeful conversation. And then I just want you to breathe in it and request, I now release this emotion. Let yourself feel it, let it go. Practice this several times throughout the day and see what happens. Please try the process and let me know what your experience is in the comments below and how else I can be of assistance to you. What else again you're curious about? What is it that you know would be helpful to you? Please give me feedback, information, and let's grow this as a community channel that serves you and helps you and me to become the highest version of ourselves. Remember to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and like, share, and comment. Thank you.